Kamala Harris and Joe Biden in the past, they've refused to answer any questions regarding stacking the courts and what's happening there. And this is very topical, as you know, because the recent death a couple of weeks ago, which is insane because it feels like it was months ago, the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, unlike Australia, the Supreme Court in the US is the highest court in the land, and they've got 9 Supreme Court justices on there, and one recently passed away, RGB. What are your thoughts in terms of RGB's death, the new appointment, Amy Coney Barrett, and also the possible implications of that appointment?
Okay, well, Trump, I have had a change of mind on this one. Trump is entirely constitutionally correct to seek to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg prior to the election.
Yep.
There is no doubt about it. Anybody who claims that he's doing something which is outside of the norms of what's happened in America about the Supreme Court nomination is simply ignorant. Trump is, when the president and the Senate majority are of the same party in an election year, they go and they fill a vacancy in the Supreme Court. That said, I believe what Trump should have done when Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, Trump should have said, we're going to deal with this after the next president, the winner of this presidential election is going to fill this position. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what would have happened there. Now, Conservatives would have been upset about that to some extent, but what Trump would have been doing is he would have been making this presidential election a referendum on who gets control of the Supreme Court. Now, so there still will be some people in America who are conservative-minded people and who do care about the Supreme Court, but for whatever reasons don't like Donald Trump. Okay, they don't like his personality, they don't like his tweets, all meaningless stuff, but they're not. Now, but if Trump had made this election a referendum, because at the moment this election is a referendum on Trump. Biden's not even really an important part of it. It's just a yes or no on Trump. I think Trump had the opportunity a couple of weeks ago to say, look, we're not going to fill this Supreme Court nomination till early next year when the new president, or hopefully it'll be him, is sworn in. And then that would have made this election all about the Supreme Court, not just all about Trump, it would have been about the Supreme Court, and I think that would have helped Trump get elected. Now, people might say, well, the Supreme Court's more important than any presidency. Okay, and that may be true because a Supreme Court justice is, a lifetime appointment. But the Democrats have already told us that if they win, that they're going to, they have almost told us, and I think we can pretty much put it in the bank, that they're going to pack the court. They're going to add more justices to the Supreme Court. So, that's why I believe Trump, they should have, look, it was Mitch McConnell's decision more than Trump's decision. Mitch McConnell, after Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, would have rung up Trump and said, Mr. President, we absolutely must fulfill this nomination before this first term, and Trump would have gone along with it. I think that was an error. Yeah,
no, look, I mostly agree with that, and I think it would have put it pretty much in the bag for him. The only problem I see with that, though, and it leads very well in our next topic, is the mail-in voting. If there's any disputes with that, I'm really worried about the way that could go. I mean,